Jay Bachelor, Hip Hop Weekly magazine. Like I say, man, we always talk to the artists that you hear on the radio, you see on TV, and we always show love to the guys that are about to be there. So it's real cool today to catch up with Prince. How you feeling, bro?
Good, man. I'm copacetic, man.
We met Prince about a year ago, and he's been slowly working, and he did it the right way. He didn't reach out to us until he felt he was ready, and we made it happen, you know? So I want to know, before we hop into the other stuff, what's been this past year? Well, what's been going on with you this past year?
Oh, man. Man, just been grinding, man. You know, starting my own, record label. You know, building the foundation with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, just networking, meeting people. You know how that go. You know how the music game go.
Absolutely. Now, what have you learned about having to be an artist and a boss over the past year as you built this record label?
Man, it's 'cause you gotta go through a lot, man. It's a lot of different trials. You know, believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you learn like different sides of the music industry, the business. You know, one day I feel like I want to be an artist, and another day, you know what I'm saying, I don't even feel like making any music. I just feel like being on the business side of things. So, you know, I've been trying to kind of find that balance, you know what I mean, between being an artist and a boss and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, very dope, very dope. Now, for those that aren't familiar with you or your music just yet, I want to give them a chance to catch up. So kind of tell us about, how you came up and who were some of your earliest musical influences.
I would say early. See, my mom wouldn't let me really listen to like any CDs with parental advisory on it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like wasn't until like maybe I want to say fourth grade I got to listening to rap. Of course, I was really listening to Pac and Biggie behind her back. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have any of the like Napster, downloading the stuff like that back in the '90s. But I still find a way to listen to Pac, Biggie, Jay. Believe it or not, my first Jay album I heard was Hard Knock Life Volume 2. Yeah, it was Hard Knock, yeah, Volume 2. I never really could get to I couldn't catch Musical Doubt like everybody else, but you know what I'm saying, I kind of heard it later on. Yeah, I felt the same everybody else did. It was a dope album, one of Jay's dopest album, of course.
Dope.
Yeah.
So Jay, iconic hip hop artist, had a big influence on you. Tell us about your own music. I mean, what kind of hip hop fan is going to be drawn to what you're creating?
I'm still actually trying to work on that, man. It's been times where, of course, I listen to Jay and I'm influenced by the greats and everything, but it's for like maybe 4 years now. I try to tune out, living my own world, and be more self-influenced, and make the music that comes from within. You know what I mean? Comes from within myself, rather than hearing more artists and being influenced. Because believe it or not, subconsciously you're influenced by other artists, whether if you try to be or not. So I try to tune a lot of it out, and I try to come with I just try to be real, man. I try to put my life in it. You know what I'm saying? I do the best way I can with my beat selection, and I just try to get my story, man, in every track I make.
Absolutely. Now, we always give the indie artists a chance to kind of vouch for their own work. So what are 3 tracks that are currently online right now that our audience can hop online and check out? And then tell me what makes these songs so significant to you.
Well, I got 3 tracks. One, Million Ways, which of course is my single that I've been pushing for about a year now. I also have Adrenaline, and I also have 9/11 Flame, which is gonna be the name of my mixtape, 9/11 Flame. And Million Ways was basically, I wrote that. I was working, a night shift at a gas station, man. It was just, beat came on, producer sent me the beat, kind of heard the beat. I was like, I'm really digging this, man. I'm really digging this. So, of course, I'm working the night shift. Nobody's around. I'm just steady writing lyrics to the track. You know what I'm saying? And, it kind of hit me with that. So it was kind of a, I was going through a tough time. You know what I mean? Just with a lot of different things, financially, and a lot of other obstacles I had to go through. I mean, of course, in a million ways is what really it put me in a good position to release a single.
Where do you find most of your production? Like, how does that work for an indie artist such as yourself?
Man, really what I do is just Twitter. Twitter is pretty much the key to everything with me. It's just Twitter, networking, because there's a lot of producers online that's hungry. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna give you some of their best work. And I use those. I use those producers rather than trying to hit it off with the big name producers because, of course the big name producers are always good, but I think that the underground producers are the hungriest, and they're dying to get their sound out. So of course I like to use underground producers through Twitter or any other, like Bandcamp, stuff like that.
Cool. How often are you writing new music nowadays?
Ah, man, that's every day, man. I've made that a part of life. It's an everyday, everyday a way of living for me. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm writing stuff in my head. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I just made it a part of life. It's just who I am, like being a writer. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. You talked about, in the 90s not having access to this technology or that thing. Right now, what do you think is as far as social media goes, is it more of a help for an artist like yourself, or is it harder because there's so many people creating music and putting it out there?
It's a gift and a curse, man, because that's a free platform for everybody to use, but at the same time, everybody's using it. So it's tough at the times, but it pushes you to be more creative as an artist to get yourself seen. You know what I mean? And I think it, sets the bar definitely, and pushes me to want to work harder and be seen.
Absolutely, because you have to fight amongst the crowd to be seen and be relevant and stand out. I get that.
Yeah.
Who are some guys, some current artists from the new generation that you can see yourself possibly collaborating with?
I would like to say I definitely like excuse me. I like Schoolboy Q. I like his passion behind the mic. I would have to say Tyler, the Creator, his creativeness, he's dope. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't even really put a finger on what it is he's doing, because that's kind of like the same lane I'm trying to go into. I don't want to be as predictable, you know what I mean, as an artist, because I don't want that. That's not really my vision. So I would say Tyler, Schoolboy, Mac Miller. I like Mac. Have to say Cole, Big Sean, artists like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. What kind of impact do you hope to have on your listeners when certain artists evoke a certain type of feeling through their music? What kind of feeling do you want people to walk away from after hearing one of your records?
Well, I would like to make my mark as an artist with basically just going out and doing whatever it is you want to do. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be in life. You know what I mean? Because I've never seen myself as a rapper. Never thought, hey, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a rapper. Never thought I'd be a businessman. I just didn't think I was equipped for that. But of course, it sounds kind of cliche, but just basically believing in yourself. You do whatever it is you want to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's easy to get behind an artist and support them once they've blown up, but it's difficult to find that true support from the ground up when you're just starting out.
Yep.
What do you want to say to those people that believe in you and that have been behind you from day one? What do you want to tell those folks?
I just want to tell them I love you, man. I love you. It's not really many of them, not too many of them, but definitely, I got love for them. They'll always be in my corner. They'll get everything, whatever they need. I got them. That's basically what it is.
Absolutely. Jay Batchelor, Hip Hop Weekly magazine with Prince. Prince, man, before you go, bro, you got to hit us with your Twitter, your Instagram, how to keep up with you online.
Yeah, Twitter is going to be Prince William. That's PRINNCE William. And you can get me at Snapchat, PRINNCE7. So you know what I'm saying? You can find me at them two spots.